I was amused when I had written about the Constitution speech of the Prime Minister, and somebody on X said that I was a Sanghi and I was nobody to decide who belonged here and who doesn't belong here. I couldn't really quite get the gist of it, but I've been hearing many statements from people on the left wing who say that no one is allowed to tell somebody go to Pakistan. And apparently the argument goes that when partition happened in 47, some Muslims went over to Pakistan and some Muslims decided to stay in India. So the argument then runs that those who decided to stay, and therefore they should never be asked to go away from India. Now, this has not got to do with Muslims or Pakistan. Really, it doesn't. Lots of people leave the country of their birth and their upbringing for a variety of reasons. So many Indians, mostly Hindus, have left India to migrate permanently to Australia, America, England, and so many places. They went for other reasons, work reasons, family reasons. Nobody says that a person who is born and brought up in a country will want to stay there forever. So it is true that in 1947, several Muslims felt that they would be more comfortable in Pakistan, so they went. In general, the whole matter is you tend to stay where you are comfortable. And you tend to stay in a place where you feel that you belong and that everybody else around you also accepts you as somebody who belongs. In the end, it's an individual decision of a person whether to leave a particular country of birth or to stay. So if a significant number of Muslims in India feel that they are not comfortable in Bharat, they are free to go anywhere. Why Pakistan? They can go to the UK, they can go to many places. And this has got nothing to do with religion at all. And it's got absolutely nothing to do with Sanghi. I don't know what this guy was talking about, Sanghi and Pingi and all these things. It's a natural feeling that an individual has to make whether to stay or go. If you feel that you don't fit in somehow, if you don't fit into a country, then you would feel more comfortable in going away. And I think this is what people say when they say go to Pakistan. They don't mean go to Pakistan. What they do mean is that if you feel you don't belong over here, then you may be feeling free to go. And then if the reverse argument is, who are you to say that we don't belong here because we stayed in 47? That is false. Partition was a very artificial thing which was carried out to solve an immediate political need. Partition was not final. Partition can be undone. Partition can be redone. There was nothing of a sacred time deadline of 1947 so that everybody who went and everybody who stayed. So this is what we also mean by the unfinished agenda of Pakistan. It was of partition. It's a very, very temporary thing, and we don't know where the coming years will take it forward or backwards. And at this point, to simply equate it with Muslims going to Pakistan or Hindus not being allowed to say go to Pakistan, I think is really missing the whole point. I wish people in X and other social media used basic skills of logic before they start yelling and shouting and calling people Sanghi. I don't think they even understand the meaning of the word Sanghi. I don't understand it myself. So, I'm exchanging my thoughts because the relative immaturity of people on X really staggers me. And all these people seem to have is a cheap Wi-Fi and a cheaper cell phone, and they feel they can spew all kinds of rubbish that they want. I'm at least doing these people the favor of replying to them with things like this. But I think those who can understand what I'm saying should actually go back to the social media and, in our own way, tell them that this is not the way in which citizens behave of a country that is aspiring to be the greatest country in the world in 50 years. We can't have, pea brains of the kind that are being shown on Twitter today. I mean, it's just an observation that I'm making, but really many of the people on Twitter or X that you call it today, pea brains. And I think that's what all I have to say for you today. Go out there and, I've been to Pakistan myself and I've visited. I never went away to Pakistan, never to come back. It's another country like ours. I mean, let's face it and keep moving forward in the best way that we can to help our own country wherever we go and wherever we live.